Not too long ago, I had a conversation with someone just kind of shooting the breeze and playing catch up. And there were a lot of things that I found out that was going on in the background. And I was wondering to myself, well, why didn't this person tell me that this was going on? There was some family situations going on where somebody had passed several weeks before, and I wasn't told about it. And there was a situation with some finances. There was some marital problems going on in another area that I wasn't told about. And I said to myself, okay, and considering the source, I was thinking to myself, well, maybe this person's still holding a grudge about, back in the days when I had my substance abuse problem. Because I mentioned before in previous audios that, certain members in my family, they just do not prescribe to it. They don't believe substance abuse addiction is a real thing. That's just a real problem. They just figure that it's just somebody just, acting up or whatever the case may be. So when somebody's going through it, they don't want to acknowledge the fact that this person has a problem or had a problem that requires psychological help, and they just don't accept that person. And even when they get over it, they're thinking in the back of their mind they're still involved in it, or they think in the back of their mind, well, I can't trust this person ever, because they don't have a full understanding of what substance abuse addiction involves or entails. They have that archaic thinking. They ostracize these people the same way people do when they have somebody that they're close to that has a mental illness. They haven't done the research. They haven't looked into the problem. So anybody who's different, who's not quite perfect or going through a problem is hard to handle. Instead of being, you know, uh, understanding or trying to figure out what the problem is about, they rather ostracize that person. So I touched base with this person because I was under the impression, especially since that person declared themselves to be a Christian, that, everything was cool with us. But after hearing this conversation, it just hit me after the conversation. I said to myself, that person's still pissed off with you because you went through that shit. And at first I wanted to say to myself, you know what, that's just negative energy trying to make me think negative about this person. And then I meditated and prayed on it, and I heard the message again 24 hours later from Spirit. The person still got them negative feelings towards you. Just, cut back on trying to communicate with them so much. I'm like, okay. And another reason why they didn't say anything to me, too, is because now on this path of truth-telling and sharing my knowledge with the world. Maybe there's an underlying fear that they will get told on. I don't mention any names of any people on the channel, and I'm not here constantly talking about the same thing over and over and over again, because that would be a way of letting the world know that I didn't get over a situation. I talk about different topics and different situations because that's my life. I went through different things. I'm exposed to different things. I talk about things that I dealt with in my past and things that I deal with on a day-to-day in an effort to help people. That's all I'm doing. This is my labor of love. Some people write checks to their favorite charity. Some people do donations. Some people spend time out of their work week and go to their favorite shelter or whatever and give up time. But because of my work schedule, I don't have that type of time to do those things right now. So I just figure, since I do have a lot of experience, I'll go ahead and share it with you guys in hopes that it will help somebody. And that's what I'm doing. And also the final reason as to why this person didn't share it with me, and Spirit gave it to me this morning. You are truth-telling. And this person shared this information with everybody else in our knowledge circle. And your knowledge circle is the same group of people that you know, that this person knows, except you. You're a truth teller. When you finally decide to come to your truth and find out who you are as a person, and you become aware of who you are, and others start to come to the knowledge that, okay, you know what, this is a new person and they're telling their truth, that's a scary thing. Not only are they worried about being outed, they are afraid to approach you, because if they come to you with a situation or a problem and they want to air their grievances, first of all, they know that you're not going to sit there and waste your time listening to a bunch of bullshit, because you know the importance of time. If you're a real truth teller, you know the importance of time and energy, and you spend it differently than you did as your former self. So this person is not going to come to you with all of these situations, because they know that if they come to you, you're going to tell them the truth about the situation, and they don't want to hear it. The real reason why that they're airing their grievances to all these other people, they're not looking for a solution to their problem. They're not. They're pissed off and they're miserable. They just want sounding boards. They just want to have bitch sessions. They just want somebody maybe to have sympathy for them, feel sorry for them, or maybe validate them in their wrongdoing. And they know that you're not going to do those things, so they don't tell you. So for those of you that are in this situation, as I have been numerous times, stop feeling bad because you're out of the loop when it comes to knowledge in regards to this. There are reasons why you're not being told why such and such died, or why the marriage fell apart, or why such and such lost their job, why these things occurred at the time that they occurred, why you weren't informed at that time. There is a reason why you weren't informed. Number one, divine timing. You probably had some other things that you were supposed to be doing for yourself in your life that involved spirit that was more important. And number two, you weren't supposed to be involved in that energy for whatever reason. And number three, you don't want to get drawn into that other person's energy. And number four, you do not want to prescribe to anyone's bad intentions. So being a truth teller has its responsibilities. I'm not sitting up here and saying that I'm perfect or anything like that, but I understand now. So again, for those of you who feel sad, because I used to feel sad and left out when people didn't tell me things when they happened. So I'm just coming to terms with the fact, and I'm getting used to being left out of things or finding out things later on down the line, because I'm beginning to understand that there's a reason why I'm not being informed at that time, because I wasn't supposed to know. Because Spirit had other things for me to do during that time that Spirit did not want me to be distracted. So I'm going to take that type of attitude. I'm not going to get upset about it, because what's done is done, first of all. That negative situation has already occurred. Those are two grown-ass people in their lives, or one grown-ass person in their life, or that's one situation that's already said and done. I couldn't physically do anything about it anyway, because I'm a human being. So if you are a truth teller or seer or whatever the case may be, and you had a former self that wasn't too great, and now that you're living your truth and other people see it and you're feeling left out of certain things, don't feel bad. Spirit is protecting you. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Have a great day.